That didn't get recorded. Oh, it looks like it did. Sorry about the burp. I'll have to edit that out. Alright guys, so this is just going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm going to answer some questions from some people, and that's about it. We're going to talk about, let's talk about next week, or this Friday. We're going to go over money management with the News EA so that you can know how to set it up. It's really simple, guys. What happens is the stop loss is going to set the trade size by percentage. But I want to dedicate an entire webinar to it. Let me update that. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So Friday's that. Again, we have 3 news releases for the rest of the week, and then they're going to pick back up again. NFP's coming, so yeehaw. Next Friday, I believe, is NFP. Remember, that's going to be a heavy mover. We'll do the whole NFP prep again for it. So, other than that, let's flip here. I'll flip through some charts while I'm talking. Get them in order. What the hell? Oh, yeah, I got my off. Okay, cool. David, whatever questions you have, go for it, and I'll answer them. I'm just cleaning up some charts from the video earlier. Let's go and zoom out one. Indicators, object list. And there is a delay, David, so if you ask something, I don't know what the delay is. Let's see. 1,002. So there's about a 15-second delay, David, from if you type something in and then me answering it. Other than that, I can't think of too much. Today, so far, other than that weird news, the unscheduled news release, it's been kind of flat. Candles are moving along nicely, and size has dropped back down to a little bit, about 2.5 pips per average on the USD, CHF. GBP still holding in strong, a little bit around 4. We did have an entry here that I missed. But if we look, this candle here is taking its sweet-ass time forming, 5 minutes, so it's slowing down a little. Let's get our charts adjusted so we can see. Alright, so we are ready to go. But other than that, let's see. Kind of flat. We had this movement here, then it went flat again. This was the weird release, and I haven't taken anything since then. I'm only 2 trades in for today, so. Oh god, my kitty's misbehaving. I'm probably gonna have to let him out in a little bit. And this one is a no-go right now. This is USD CHF. GBP USD. This could have been re-entry right here. Remember, look to the left. What do we have? We have a little bit of, we got a support and resist zone. It's a resist. If we take entry, it would be 8.8, so that's acceptable. Not going to dick with it right now. I have a feeling I'm going to be answering some questions shortly, so. Look to the left here, it broke. Remember, this is a no-go. We are red down here. It is breaking through here. It's going to turn green. We want the faster to cross above. pip size is about 2.25 average. And candles are moving along nicely under 5 minutes, averaging a little bit over 1 minute per candle forming. So Euro's actually looking better than normal. That's odd. We just need to see if this is going to be an actual trend change. And we could see here it dicked around and then it dropped. This back here was that weird news release. We have no more news for the day. No high impact. Let's reword that. Okay. Which UK broker do you recommend for both Forex and BO? I don't I don't really recommend one together. If you're in binary options, honestly, man, the question was which UK broker do you recommend for both Forex and BO? I would recommend Markets World for binary options. For Forex, Pepperstone, right here, Pepperstone. Because their spreads are low, the initial deposit's fine, and they're Australian regulated. And I believe being in the UK, you can get into them. And they don't have gaps, spreads low. If you were watching a few minutes ago, this was a news trade I did on them. I mean, I love them because they enable my Newsy to run just perfect. I use FXCM because I'm stuck in the United States, though. Although I am working on something to get into Pepperstone, because I want to use them. I think I'll make like twice the amount of money that I am using Pepperstone, probably. Well, make 1/4 the amount on my news trades. But I'm stuck with FXCM. Has about a 1 pip spread to 1.5 pips majority of the time. Are you planning on trading both Forex and binary options? There's Core Liquidity Markets that lets you trade from MT4 with binary options, but I don't recommend them for Forex. Their pricing and spread is just out of whack completely. I mean, it's horrible. Let's check what Euro's doing. Now if we look to the left, we got a resist zone to the left. It did come up. We're above the slow. Remember, look to the left. If I could grab the right thing. And remember about exhaustion. This one's already moved quite a bit, so by the time we have a viable entry, it might be exhausted. So we'd wait for a pullback and then get back in. And what do I mean by that? It moves up, they got tired, they're going to go drop. Moves up, tired, drop back down. So this one's looking like we might have a bit of exhaustion on it. I mean, it could be a runner, but we're looking at exhaustion for me, just to be safe. But we are about to have a qualified entry. I'll mark where the qualified entry is, and we'll see how exhaustion kicks in, if it does. Candle speed's pretty good. We're under 1 minute for most of them. Coming up into the 5 on that one. This one was a really long one when it changed directions. For me, this might have been the point where the trend changed directions right here, from here on. Because we had a bunch of orders piling there. That's why it took so long to move, and there were buys and sells, and the buyers may have won. But we'll see. So here we go. This might have been our exhaustion. It drops a little bit, and then we might get an opportunity to jump in. We will watch and see. Let us take a look at anything else. We are green here. Again, it ran up. We have a little bit of exhaustion. Let's see if it gets above here again, and we might be able to get in there. Daily opens. That provides a good support right now. And let's see if this puppy moves. One more candle would put it into an entry. And this is USD JPY, for those who asked. And if you have any other questions, David, just shoot. I'm here for a little bit, about another 20, 30 minutes. And then if not, I can just answer them on Skype. I just hate typing. But Pepper Tree for Forex, Markets World for binary options. I know they're not the fanciest in the world, but I would highly recommend them, as withdrawal times with them are excellent, and I've never had an issue getting money out of them. Never even a dispute, nothing. Occasionally you'll get funky pricing, but other than that, it comes and goes for the most part. Okay, so this one we're watching. Let's go back to Euro, see what it's doing. Euro's still dropping. I don't know if that one candle's going to be enough of a pullback for me, but we'll see. Okay, so that's looking a little bit more like a pullback for me. God, I have freaking allergies. They're killing me today. And my wretched junk mail is piling up, I swear to God. Delete. Let's look at UJ. Did we move anywhere yet? Nope, little buddy, we didn't. Well, so far the two we were looking at stalled out. USD CHF, I'm not like, if we look on the 1 minute, not liking it. And GBP USD, we could be in a pullback there. If it comes back up, we could jump in there. That is one that's still okay. Candles are moving fast. Candle size is good. This one's just borderline though. It's looking crappy. So we're turning red again here. So this is a good, like I said, exhaustion. It may come up. It still isn't a fully qualified trade yet. UJ is our best option, and GBP is our best option. Euro's dicking around. I can see it here. It's having some issues getting through right here. Let's see if I can get rid of. So I can mark that out. This right back here. Look at the resist that it had issues with. This zone right here, it couldn't push through it. La la la. And let's keep on watching. So Euro is a funky one, like I said. We know that up here there is a significant resist going on. We can't see it on the Renko because it's been pretty fast moving. So Euro crossed down. If we look down here, it turned red. So now we could be looking for a sell, but in my opinion, since we just had a pop up and a pop down, I'm going to hold off on this one. Fast is above the slow. We could have a trend line right here forming. I'll show you. Something like that. We don't know. So Euro, too much indecision there. UJ dropped. We still didn't get a move up. GBP is a possible move up. I mean, it dropped so much. What was it, yesterday and the day before? It should have room to come up for a bit. But right now, it's all just boring. La la la. Me. Pepperstone and Markets World. So we're just in a holding pattern waiting to see. GBP might be a possible buy. Euro is a possible mess. Like I said, that could be breaching a trend line down. If so, we could get in a sell, but I just don't trust it. It looks funky. UJ, we're looking for a move up there. Pullback, move up. USD CHF, by the 1 minute, I'm saying no and no. Again, let's review. GBP, candle size, good. Candle speed, slow as fuck. Let's take a look. That is about an entry. Remember, I like about 90% of the candle to close above, so it's not quite there for me. That would be a risky one to get into right now. Not risky, but remember we have a swing high right here that has to push through. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute. It's already pushed through it here, so it just have to come back up to there. I'll go ahead and open it. We're below the swing, so it's within acceptable. See what Euro did. Euro tanked down, which means USJ should have gone up, but it didn't. So we'll just focus in on GBP. See if we can clear up to here. If it gets up to there and goes up, then we're going to be happy. We will see. We got our close. The next candle would have been a safer entry, but fuck it, I'm bored. We're trading small anyway. I do not trust the GBP. I'm not trading normal sizes on it at all anymore right now, so I'm not dicking with it too much. I just don't trust it. The spread keeps going out of whack. And Euro would have broke the trend line down, so this could have been a safe jump in south, but again, I just don't like that it went up and down real quick like that. UJ is still dicking around, and USD CHF maybe, look, breaking through this support here, so we have a possible run up. Let's get ready for it. What do we got? We want to close above, but look at those candles. That's a big 1 minute. We might hit exhaustion here. See, exhaustion-ish. Let's see. We're clear. I'd prefer to get in after the exhaustion when it's going to take a clean run up again, but this might be a runner. And GBP looks like it's going to close itself. Again, I didn't like this one very much. I don't even know why I'm still trading GBP. It's small, so I guess it doesn't matter, but the hell with it, I'm going to go full-size lots on this bitch. It did not break its previous high. Might just be stalling out. Euro again's and USD CHF. Let's see what happened there. I'm worried about getting in on this bitch on exhaustion, but look to the left. What do we got? Go ahead. This way you can see what an exhaustion looks like. So what I'm saying is, if you're running up these steps, they're getting tired about here, and then they're going to take a little break and come back down. It's going to be a pullback. People seem to understand the exhaustion thing a little bit better. And here goes this one south to shit. Like I said, not trading at normal size. It's shit bag right now. We're about 2 pips below the swing, so I still don't think it's going to do anything. I think it's just going to drop and close out. And there's the exhaustion we're talking about. Let's see if it happens. A safer bet would have been getting in up here after it pulls back, or waiting for the pullback and then jumping in. GBP should be kicking out here in a second. It's almost to its loss. Yeah, it should be closing itself out here in a second. If it pops up, I will be very, very surprised. USD, I missed entry on it. Sorry about that. That is the one that I was waiting on. That was the first setup that I wanted. I should have just waited on that. It would have been better. Let me do something real quick. And there we go into a little bit of profit. Again, if it comes up above here, I think it's going to go an exhaustion drop. Hopefully it won't be too bad. GBP might be poking its head up. We will see. I was surprised. I thought we'd be out by now. But USD CHF, remember, I wanted to show exhaustion, so let's take a look on that. I think it's going to be exhaustion, and hopefully then it will run up. Candle speeds are still good. We're under 1 minute on the majority of candles. Candle size is above 2 pips, so we're green on both of those. So speed and size is green. We just need to wait for the proper entry. This was a improper entry. Remember, this was an exhaustion point. Hopefully it won't drop down more than 10 pips, and it'll let it run back up. Now, if we wait on that pullback, what happens is we get a much better entry, because our entry is going to be down here somewhere instead of up here. So that's why you don't want to jump the gun on the trades. Did GBP close? Yes, it did. So GBP did exactly what I thought it was going to do. It crapped out. Remember, I want a candle completely up and above this. So now UJ, we're looking. Here was the move up, down, and it wasn't a very strong move up. But remember, we did have a big run up, so if we want to go with the exhaustion, like running upstairs things, it's still tired. It needs to gather some strength before it moves up again. Yay, I'm unsubscribed. And delete. And looks like Robin made some pips on his news trade. Let's see, since he's live. Let me show them this real quick. La 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 la. Son of a bitch. Give me a second, I'm sharing something with the room. I did not. Okie dokie. So again, what do I have? What the hell are we doing? Oh yeah, we have a trade running. Let's see, USD CHF. That might have been our little pullback. Now we're going to see if it can pick up some momentum. That's a decent run up, so maybe we'll get it. Remember, if it gets above here, you could consider closing it out early or letting it run. That's a pretty decent run. 12.6. So Robin made 12.6 off his news trade. That's pretty good for an oil trade. That's actually really good for an oil trade, man. I don't know if you're in live chat. Nice. We can close that one. Close that one. It's still moving along decent, but nothing great on this one. I'm not expecting a big move. That was the original move, and I got in super late on it, so meh. Remember, this was an exhaustion trade. I said it was going to drop and then move back up. So it's doing what it's supposed to. Not sure. And 12.5 pips, man, on an oil trade, that's fucking good. For FXCM, I'm not doing the oil trades yet live. I'm sticking to my majors and the big news releases. I'm hit or miss with FXCM. So I'm just kind of staying out of it until I have... my wireless headset died and I'm using a wired one. It's bugging the shit out of me. But yeah, 12.5 pips, man, that's a really good job. Especially on an oil trade. And what was the total move for the 1 minute? Let's go back and look. We had a small gap on it, though. Did you notice that? That's the first gap I've seen on Pepper. Did you have a gap? It was a 5 pip gap, what I got. And then the move was 23. So you pulled in 50% of the move. That's excellent. It's weird, though, that there was a gap on oil. I've never seen that. FXCM didn't have a gap. I mean, as long as the gaps don't get out of control. That's just something we have to watch. And I have the feeling they're not. I mean, that's the first one I've seen on Pepper in 2 months. Even NFP didn't really have one. Blah. This one's hitting up to about 5 minutes. It's kind of worrying me that it's not going to push through here. Yeah, I measured it. Yeah, you're about right. I measured it wrong. That's still not bad. It's just weird that it's an oil trade because it wasn't that volatile. Come on, bitchy. Push through. Sorry, I'm yelling at my charts. Normally I reserve that for when I'm not live. So Friday, Robin, we're going to be going over money management for the News EA so that we can get people up into running like that because I believe it's time. I didn't want to show people how to do it ahead of time, but we have enough of the group that there's ready. We got about 7 people now are ready to go full-blown live to be off the 0.01 away from where you are. Well, you're already ahead of most of the group, but we have about 7 people ready to go full-blown live. And I will say though, I think there's only one person before the mistake. We only have one person doing better than you, and he only has you beat by about 3 pips. So he's doing really well. He's in he's in the Netherlands, but he's using Peppertree also. FXCM, the closest to you is about 40 pips away. I'm not even as close to you on what I've made. It kind of stinks. I'm seeing if I can weasel my way into a Pepperstone account just to see. Let's take a look. That was a crap trade. This was Euro. Remember I said it broke the trend? I totally missed it, but there was our pullback. We could have jumped back in. Remember, for re-entry trades, we're looking to get in, get out real quick. You can see a pattern. There's a big move and then a smaller move. Big move, smaller move for the most of the time. Big move and bigger move is going to be the exception. I'll ask them if I can say their name. They've been in TA since the beginning. I'll put it that way. That might help. But they almost never talk. As for the VPS, man, you brought up a good point with the ticks. Remember how I was talking about the one thing that we can have is when a tick is so full of movement that it can burn you? See if they answer. I don't know if they're even on Slack right now. I haven't talked to them in 3 days, but we'll see if they're in there. I don't see a green light by their name. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, when you get one tick with a big burst, that is definitely going to be your enemy. There's really not too much we can do about that either. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen every now and then. I mean, like the Brexit, when the news came through on that, that was a good example because one of those ticks was holding a 30, 40, 50 pip move. It was pretty ridiculous. But, I mean, I will say this, even though one person is doing slightly better than you, I think comprehension-wise, you've got it down better than anyone else in the course. And I'm not saying that to kiss anyone's ass. I just think your comprehension is way better. I mean, I really think you're going to be doing well at it. Just be patient, let your account build, man. Don't go ape shit on the money management. I see some people once they start doing good, and this was with Forex and binary options. Once they do it, then they start jumping up to 3, 4, 5% risk. And then when they put a dent in their account, they jump back down to good money management, and then they recover, then they start going stupid on money management again. Just stay constant. Don't dick with your money management, man. Just stay constant and you'll do well. Remember, for NFP, or if I think there's going to be a ape shit news release, I'll say so that we can all drop to 1%. But just, who is it? George Bush that said it? Stay the course. Don't dick around and... Okay, let's see, lady. Okay. USD still dicking around on this frickin' resist. Friday, don't forget, I'm typing and talking, don't forget Friday, guys, is going to be money management, because we do have PEO people going full-blown live. And use it. Okay, so basically, if you're not in Slack but you are watching for the News EA Friday, we are going to be covering money management. I'm going to show you how to turn it on and enable it. Right now, if you turn it on, it doesn't actually work. You have to set a stop loss, but we are going to show how the stop loss will determine, like, on a complete, utter fuck-up, how it can stop the trade, but it'll also show you what your worst-case scenario is on a loss. Now, the worst-case scenario should never hit, because the moving average actually, as soon as the trade pops, brings your stop loss in. So then, Rob and I already know you're thinking about it. Then we have to see what that stop loss is compared to, and you should be able to start spotting this if you use your spreadsheet. What's your average loss? And then you can even tweak your trade size a little bit more and get more of an accurate stop loss. But the stop loss is kind of floating due to spread. But so we want the initial stop loss to be in there, and that's gonna, I shouldn't be saying this out loud because then some of y'all might try it. But once you put a stop loss into that EA, it enables money management. If you've been checking BSEA, the logs, you probably already knew that, but some people weren't messing with it. But once your stop loss is punched in, money management will kick in also. So it will start taking a percentage of your account. So if you're using fixed amounts or whatever, you won't have to. It'll figure it out. But I'm glad a lot of y'all are doing well and so many people are ready to go live. On that Friday also. Sorry, I'm typing like an idiot. Alright, so this USD fucking whatever, this trade. It's going to shit, but well, it's not really going to shit. We might be getting a pullback, but it's not breaking through that support. Again, like I said at this USD CHF trade, I took this to show exhaustion. This was the point where you absolutely do not want to get into a trade. If you don't believe me, go back and review the tape, recording, webinar, whatever the fuck. This was a super bad entry for several reasons. Number one was, remember we're talking exhaustion, and I've started explaining it this way because people seem to understand it. You run up the steps, you get tired, it does a pullback, or you get a little break, goes down, you gather your energy. Up the steps again, but this is a nice, decent-sized run-up and a pullback. Now we went up the steps, and it drops down, and maybe we're going to go back up the steps, but we did have a wall here that we hit, so it might drop all the way down. But my point here is this was a shit trade. We don't want to get into things like that. It was exhaustion. We should have got in down here, and this would have been our entry. We would have gone up in pips, and we'd just now be going in the red again. But remember, exhaustion is important when you're trading this. This one was just a screw-off trade. I'm going to say it again, and I'm typing it into chat. Remember, R-E-M-E-M, remember. After I show you how to trade percentage, stick to your money management. I think that's about as clear as I can be, guys. And if you're listening in the room, Friday after I show you how to enable the real money management, stick to it. Do not go crazy with it. You'll make money. If you go stupid with it, start breaking money management rules. I'm not going to say you're going to lose money. You're going to lose it all. You're going to get to the point where you won't be able to take trades because your account size will dwindle down to small. Your leverage won't be there, and you won't be able to take trades. What do we get? A GBP pop. I may have found side news, I may have found a coder to do the alerts for this, so we will see how that works. Now this was a pretty pullback, so they got a pretty good break on it. So let's talk about what it looks like on the 1 minute. Here was a run up. This was they got really tired, pullback. This is GBP USD, so again, I'm not going to trade this full size. This is a piece of shit, in my opinion. We're at 10:20, so we're midway into the hour. Price ran up. It took a break. Now price might be running up again. We're above the slow, we're above the fast. This is a bad trade. I'm going to take it. It is not qualified yet. I'd want the candle to be a little bit above that moving average. We're green, and let's go buy. Look how tight this is, though. And what's my size? The other reason this one is a little bit, and this is something that we talked about, I'm running GBP a little bit slower. How did I slow it down? I went from 2 pips to 3 pip candles. I'm going to drop this down a little bit to give it the room to breathe. So remember what I said. You can adjust the speed of the chart a little bit by increasing the pip size. Okay, so again, you can use your pip, the Rinko size, to slow down and speed up the chart. If you do 1 pip on this, it'll fly. Like, here, let's go ahead and do new chart. Cool. Let's take a look. I have to find something I don't have a trade on. See the USD CHF? It's about to bottom out on this support zone. So, like I said, exhaustion is a bitch. Stay out of it. GBP, Here was our run, exhaustion, and let's see if it runs up. Again, it's GBP. I increased Rinko size to 3 to slow it down because at 2 it was moving too fast. Let's take a look at Euro. Because Euro right now, look, we're hitting a little bit above 1 now. How about UJ? That'll work. File, new chart. I want to show, and now we're going to do 1 minute. We're going to template it, and we're going to build a 1 pip Rinko bars. So let's open up M11, and let's take a look at how much faster this moves. That's what I mean. You can slow it down or speed it up to your liking. That's why I like Rinko, because sometimes the charts are moving fast, sometimes they're moving slow. You can adjust it to get the trade you want. And let's do build 1. Did I jack this up? No, it's template. Yeah, duh. Okay, so these are 1 pip Rinko bars. What's the first thing we notice? Candle size is falling to shit already on this one. It's 2 and it's barely hitting 2. So USD JPY should be off the table for now. I shouldn't be trading it. Let's look at candle times though. Everything is under 1 minute almost, and here's the 5 minute. See how this speeded it up? So these candles will plot faster. They'll appear on your chart much faster compared to this. Here's the what are these? These 3 or 2? I don't even remember what I put. These are 3 pip candles also. I slowed everything down because yesterday it was just moving too fast. And fast. Slow. Fast. Okay, so remember guys, you can use the Rinko bars to adjust the speed of the chart to your liking. Okay, I'm all back in order now. GBP was a buy. And remember, look to the left. There's where it hit, and it dropped. We could go ahead and get out. That's not too bad. Let's check out USD CHF. This was the ugly one. Remember, exhaustion was up here. I said don't get in. It also had a nice heavy resist. Now, it might have taken its break and move up. I doubt it, though. I think it's going to drop a little bit further. We do have a little bit of support now over here that might hold us out and get us back into profitable. But remember to just keep exhaustion in mind. Even if it's a downhill like this, just imagine that going uphill or downhill takes the same amount of strength. So by the time you got down here, you were tired. And I got in and tired, and then it went up. So keeping exhaustion in mind all the time, guys. And remember, plan for the worst, hope for the best out of a trade. I planned for this thing to die. GBP, though, I said was a better trade, remember? I said here was the run up, here was our exhaustion, even though it was quite a bit of it, and then the trade did come back in, it lined up. Slow, fast, price closed 90% of the candle was above, so I jumped in. I could have let it ride up to here, but 2-3 pips out, fuck it, I took it. Alright, so it's back to UJ is steadily moving up. What do we have? Steadily moving up. I'm not going to touch UJ though. What was anyone that's in chat or in Slack? Why is UJ a no-go right now? It's borderline, but for me it's a no-go. So, anyone? Why is UJ a no-go? Give you a hint. Look at this number down here, 1.79. For me, that's borderline on whether I want to trade it or not. Plus our candles, what are they doing? 5 minute, 5 minutes. They're starting to slow down. So the chart is slowing down. So let's just stay out of it. Fuck it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I know that sounds bad, but stay out. Fuck it. Here was our move up. And this was, remember when I said these were big candles, so I was expecting exhaustion, and then a move down. This is kind of like sprint, I'm slowing down, and it dropped. You can also think of it like that with the big candles. That's why I think big candles are dangerous to get in, because if it's kind of like somebody sprinting, and you run out of energy quick. If it's not news related and it moves like that, warning. Even with trading access, I tell you that. Stay away from those spike candles. We don't know if they're going to keep going or die out. With Forex, it's a little bit easier to plan on it because we don't have to kind of guess ahead of time. Ugh. Okay, guys, so I'm probably going to take a 5-minute break. I am dying. I need some water. I will keep broadcasting, though, and I'll be back. If you have questions, type it in, and I will get to them. Slack, Skype, or preferably in this room so other people can see it. And where's my little wiki-doodle thing so I can pause? La la la. Okay, guys, so I'll be right back. I'm going to mute, and I'll be back. I'm going to get some water and take a tinkle. Alright, I'm back on. So, let's see, did we have questions? Yes, we had one. What was it? Okay, so we had one question that I'm in TA and currently bought your news course. Can I get the same discount for a friend? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Just have him contact me and let him know who referred him. Okay, so let me type that into chat. Had a question. 50%. Not sure I do. F-I-DDY. Okay, sorry, I was answering a question. So yeah, if you have a friend who wants in, fuck it, I can do the 50% off for him. It's cool. Remember USD CHF exhaustion point, and it's looking bad. Keep in mind exhaustion at all times. Euros looks hell. We're about to wrap it up. Things are slowing down quite a bit. So I have to send out a mass email with the TAPFX update because I did part 2. Tomorrow we're going to do TAPFX live. No idea what fitty means. I don't really get it. But yeah, we'll probably wrap this up. Like I said, USD CHF, that's looking like shit, as expected. Exhaustion, we should have waited to get in here. And cool. To Fitty if you're in. Cool. Do we have last minute questions? Anything? Because if not, we'll wrap this shit up. Markets are slowing down. We can see candles are starting to poke up. It's poking up into 5 minutes. Poking up into 5 minutes. Not poking up into 5 minutes on GBP, but GBP is a hooker, so GBP can suck it. I forgot to get water too. But if we have no questions, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the streaming for today. If you do have questions, hit me up on Skype, hit me up on Slack, email me, up to you. I think I got plenty of ways for you to get in touch with me. Send me your charts as usual so we can take a look at them if you have questions. Can't think of much else, guys. Remember, we do have news tomorrow that we'll cover. My 3:30 will be automated. I will be asleep, but the 7:30 we'll do that one live. I'll be doing UJ, Euro USD, and probably USD CAD. Maybe for the hell of it, we'll throw in USD CHF on demo so we can run 4 of them. Remember what I said, guys. For the news, take advantage of the fact that you can do live trades and demo trades and play with some of those charts you normally wouldn't. As long as it's a major, it's fine. No minors, no exotics. Trade London and US only for news. Damn it, I think my cat got out when I went out back real quick. Son of a bitch. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it then because I got to go chase down my damn cat. I think I hear him meowing outside, and he's an indoor cat. Yep, he's at the window screaming. Stupid ass. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. Again, if you have questions, charts, anything, send them to me, please. And have a good day.